हाय वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग। आई एम डॉक्टर अंजना वर्मा और मैं आज आपके लिए लेके आई हूँ मीडिया स्केड्यूलिंग। लेट्स स्टार्ट विद दिस। मीडिया स्केड्यूलिंग, so it is basically a timetable or a plan that determines when, time decision, where, channel decision, how often, frequency and duration of your advertisement. So when we say when, it depending upon the product, पीक डिमांड है या सीजन डिमांड है, कौन से टाइम पे आपको अपना एडवर्टाइजमेंट चलाना है, वेयर कौन से चैनल पे चलाना है, दैट इज़ आपको टीवी कमर्शियल एडवर्टाइजमेंट चलाने हैं या सोशल मीडिया पे आपको अपने अपने एडवर्टाइजमेंट चलाने हैं, एंड हाउ ऑफन मतलब आपको फ्रीक्वेंसी देखनी है। 4 वीक्स के लिए एडवर्टाइजमेंट चलाना है, उसका ड्यूरेशन आपको 1 मिनट के लिए रखना है या 30 सेकेंड्स के लिए रखना है या 30 सेकेंड्स, या फिर आपको ऐसे 1 मिनट 10 सेकेंड्स के लिए रखना है। तो आपको टाइमिंग, उसकी ड्यूरेशन को डिसाइड करना है। ओके, जब हम मीडिया स्केड्यूलिंग की बात करते हैं तो मीडिया स्केड्यूलिंग जो है वो अलाइन होता है कंज्यूमर बिहेवियर से। कंज्यूमर बिहेवियर का मतलब होता है कि कंज्यूमर एंगेजमेंट, how your consumer is engaged with that particular, when that is time decision, where that is channel decision, and how often, कितनी बार वो एडवर्टाइजमेंट को देखता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर हम प्रोडक्ट लाइक टी लेते हैं और वी रन द एडवर्टाइजमेंट ड्यूरिंग द लंच टाइम, तो इट गोज रॉन्ग, द डिसीजन द मीडिया स्केड्यूलिंग गोज रॉन्ग। सो व्हाट इज द राइट टाइम टू रन द advertisement for the product like tea is morning time. And what is the channel? The print media, because in the morning people drink tea and they read newspaper, so their engagement is more during the morning time. It is also aligned with the seasonal demand. For example, Coca-Cola intensify advertisement during summer. Why? Because during summer people would like to drink cold drinks. Okay, so that is the right, what you call, right timing. What can be the channel? It is a kind of a product which has been used by everybody. So it can be a print media, it can be a billboard, it can be a YouTube channel, Instagram for the young generation. Okay, then it is aligned with the budget efficiency. It prevent wasted spend during off season. If the season is not there, there is no need to schedule the advertisement. And it also helps in the uh, to have outsmart with the competitors by aligning the campaign with the consumer behavior, and it keeps the brand remember remember a long period of time as compared to the competitors. When the media scheduling done, there are certain key consideration which is need to be looked into it. Number one, too frequent advertisement, which leads to the audience fatigue. जो ऑडियंस होते हैं वो बोर हो जाते हैं अगर एक ही एडवर्टाइजमेंट को आप बहुत फ्रीक्वेंटली चलाते हो, तो उसको इग्नोर कर देते हैं कंज्यूमर. Too few ads are also not good because it does not give a good brand recall. And then wrong timing, ads miss the target अगर wrong timing हो गई. Let's take some example. Nescafe India, it all starts with Nescafe. This is the tagline. Here, the Nescafe always run their advertisement during the examination time. They increase the frequency during the examination time because during the examination time, student needs to stay up and they need to study late night. So this goes very well. And what can be the channel decision? The channel decision can be the Instagram or YouTube channels, because most of the students are consumer and their engagement is with this particular channel. Pepsi, the another example is Pepsi Blue. It was a failure because their timing was very they have put their entire budget in 2003 World Cup, and they did not keep any sum of money for the further advertisement in other channels. So their entire focus in 2003 World Cup. So in the World Cup, they were running the intensity, the frequency, and the duration of the advertisement was very high. But after that, they were totally out of the sight. So it was a big failure for the Pepsi Blue. When we talk about the Kingfisher, Kingfisher's key tagline is "Fly the good times." But what happened? They run the advertisement in the time where they were having what do you call, they were having operational issues, and they were facing the financial distress, and their flights were getting delayed. So consumers were not happy with the kind of advertisement run by the Kingfisher airline because of so many disadvantages. So it was completely failure. This was a wrong timing of the Kingfisher to give the advertisement with the tagline "Fly the good times." Let's see what are the media scheduling method. Media scheduling method basically deals with two main things. Number one, uh, number of advertising to a selected media vehicle. Okay, and second one is frequency of the ads. Now we'll see this with the different techniques of media scheduling. Okay, so is number one is continuous scheduling. Number two is flighting advertisement. Number three is pulsing advertisement. Let's understand all this one by one. When we talk about the continuous scheduling, it is always on. It means entire year advertisement run on different media channels. Hence, what it happens, it gives a very strong brand recall. Okay, such schedulings are not at all considered external factors. When we say external factors, it means it is not affected by any season. It is not affected by high or low demand. It is not affected by the consumer, and it is purely used by the company like fast moving consumer goods. You can see the example like Harpic, Dettol, Tide, toothpaste, hair oil, uh, you can say all out soaps, Maggie. This all are the fast moving consumer goods. This goods does not depend upon the external factor. It does not depend upon the demand. It does not depend upon the change in the season. If a consumer wants to, if the consumer is buying detergent, so the consumer buy detergent because every day it's a household requirement, and the consumer need the detergent to wash for the washing purpose. Hair oil, because every consumer apply hair oil every alternate days. Harpic is utilized for cleaning the washroom area and all. So these are the fast moving consumer goods where the continuous scheduling there, it goes in for the entire year in all the channels, whether it is a print media, whether it is a YouTube channel, whether it is a Instagram, you will see this advertisement entire year. Okay, why they do the advertisement for the entire year? Because it has a purchasing cycle which is a short cycle. What do you mean by the short cycle? Means frequent buying product with limited time gap. For example, toothpaste. We have taken the example of toothpaste. It is a continuous advertising because the toothpaste is purchased every month by the household. It is a fast moving consumer goods. It gets over immediately, consumer go and buy it. Same way, if the bathing soap, it finishes, so consumer go and buy. So this all fast moving consumer goods are having a short cycle, purchasing cycle. So that's the reason they use the continuous scheduling. Now let's see the flighting advertisement. What is flighting advertisement? See what happens. It is about timing and how smartly the advertisement is done in different media channels to maximize the impact and the savings. Advertisement appears in burst, then stop, then restart. Now, what does it mean? Let's see it. Let's take an example of AC advertising strategy. The company who is manufacturing air condition, what type of advertisement they use? They use the flighting advertisement. The problem is AC is very much in demand during the summer than the winter. सो स्ट्रैटेजीज जो एसी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी होती है वो फ्लाइटिंग एडवर्टाइजिंग यूज़ करती है. व्हाट दे डू, दे रन देयर एडवर्टाइजमेंट फ्रॉम मार्च टू जून बिकॉज देर इज़ अ हाई डिमांड फॉर द एयर कंडीशन. एंड व्हाट दे डू, देन दे stop. The result of this particular flighting advertisement for the AC manufacturing company is they save advertising budget during the winter. There is no need to spend the extra money during the winter because there is no demand for the AC during the summer. So this is how the flighting advertisement is used by the AC manufacturing companies. This is one of the example to make it very clear how the flighting advertisement is used. Let's understand in more detail. And see, if you look at the picture, the advertisement is going continuously, then there is a limited time gap, again there is the advertisement is there. So if you see, it's a straight line with the gap gap in between. So there are interval, and then the advertisement, then interval, then the advertisement. If you look at this picture, it shows there is a burst. The flighting advertising is also known as a burst advertisement because in certain period there is a high frequency of the advertisement in different media channel, then there is a gap, then again there is a burst in the frequency of the advertisement, then there is a gap, so and so on, it keeps on going like this. So if you look at the flighting advertisement, it runs in a specific interval, and it is considering the external factor. Now when I say external factor, it means that the demand is affecting, okay, and there is a season when the advertisement will be run. Just we have seen the last slide the example of air condition manufacturing company. During the summer, their frequency of the advertisement increases. They burst the advertisement in all the channels and then they stop, then again when the summer comes they burst the advertisement. So they consider the external factor. अगर season change हुआ तो flighting advertising will be used by the company. Demand अगर increase हुई तो flighting advertising is used by the company, and they follow the best purchasing cycle. Now what is best purchasing cycle? Best purchasing cycle means the consumer is definitely going to buy the product. It helps the consumer to take the decision for buying a certain product during that particular demand, during that particular what you call the season where the requirement of the product is very high. And the competitors के लिए भी fighting advertising, जितने भी competitors होते हैं they are into the market and they are running their advertisement in all kinds of media. So it helps the manufacturer of a product to cope up with the competition also when they are using the flighting advertising. How they are able to cope up with the competitor? Because they know that during the certain period of time I don't need to spend money on the advertisement. So ultimately what is happening, they are saving the money and they are utilizing that particular money when the actual bursting of the advertisement needs to be done. Okay, so if we take the example of ice cream, purchasing cycle is seasonal cycle because in the summer people are going to eat the ice cream. What kind of a advertisement strategy can be used by the company? Like flighting advertising. Okay, if you look at the competitors, there are so many competitors in the market. They all run the flighting advertising to keep the customer for their product. Okay, and they know that the customer is in the best purchasing cycle. Definitely whenever they are going to go for a break after the lunch, they are definitely going to buy a ice cream. So the ice cream could be anything: Vadilal ice cream, Mother Dairy ice cream, Amul ice cream, Quality Walls. They will definitely going to buy it, and they keep their product at the retail shop to beat the competition. This is a advertising flighting schedule. How they schedule, if you look at the slide, they have a pie chart. In this pie chart, they show how many advertisements have been completed. This is a example how the flighting advertising scheduling is done. They have the budget also decided, and they have this kind of a scheduling wherein they decide which media they have to use, how many advertisement they have to run, the how many advertisement they have to run in a particular media channel. For example, if there is a Facebook, they are going to run 2 advertisement. Google ads will be 3. फिर अगर any other channel which they are using, radio advertisement, that is also for number of 2. So they decide on the basis of total number of advertisement which day they want to run. Wednesday and Friday they are going to run the advertisement. This is how the scheduling is done by the advertiser. This is basically one of the example for the social media calendar. It is a next layer of planning. As we saw how campaign are scheduled across all the channel, let's zoom it and see how it is done in the social media. If you look at this calendar, it is a calendar day wise. Okay, it has a tactical execution where monthly postings are there. If you look at the yellow one, it is Instagram. If you look at the blue, it is a Facebook, and it is more interactive because every details is mentioned in this calendar. So it becomes very easy for the advertiser. They know on which day, on which media my uh, advertisement is there, and what is the duration of that particular advertisement. So this is an example which I wanted to show you, that how the calendars are prepared by the advertiser to make it very precise and understandable, so that they do not need to keep on scrolling the things कि कौन सा advertisement कहाँ पर run हो रहा है, and they are able to manage entire frequency of the advertisement. Now let's look at the third technique, pulsing advertisement. It is also known as a hybrid advertisement. When we say continuous advertising, it means there is a steady presence of that particular brand all year. And when we say flighting advertising, there is a heavy burst during key periods. So why this type of a pulsing advertising is done? Because study present all year, brand visible all the time. Heavy bursting during key period, that go aggressive when demand spikes. So why it happens? Because to maximize impact during the important event. For example, if the Tata Motors is there and they have their advertisement for their what you call passenger cars whole year. Okay, so for example, Nexon is there whole year in all types of channels, print media, hoarding, and everything. But the moment there is a, say, festival is coming up, Diwali is coming, people do buy new car during the Dhanteras. So what they do, they take the advantage of this particular season, this particular festival season, and they spike their advertisement. They increase the frequency of the advertisement because it is very much knew that the customer is definitely going to buy the product. They are in the best purchasing cycle, and it becomes very easy for the consumer to take a decision for buying a car because the brand was visible all the year, and it has a high recall when they go for a purchase decision. Then to maintain the constant brand awareness. So when the continuous advertising is used, it is already there with the consumer, and it gives the fast recall when they go for buying a car. It increases the sale during the high demand season because customer is in a very best purchasing cycle, and they immediately take the decision and buy the car. Now let's see the reach and frequency. There are different uh, pulsing where which is refers to the reach and frequency. Pulsing में सबसे पहले आता है seasonal pulsing. When we say seasonal, what is the meaning of seasonal? Ads peak during specific festival or season. जैसे आइसक्रीम है, कैडबरी चॉकलेट है, यू मस्ट हैव सीन दैट कैडबरी ऑलवेज इंक्रीज या बर्स्ट देयर एडवर्टाइजमेंट ड्यूरिंग द दिवाली टाइम, ड्यूरिंग द रक्षाबंधन टाइम, बिकॉज दिस इज अ पीक टाइम फॉर देम. दे नो दैट people love to gift their family members, so they go for a seasonal pulsing where the ad is continuously running entire year, but during the Diwali time the they burst the frequency of the advertisement. Next is a study a periodic pulsing. It is a continuous to keep the brand visible. Okay, so for example, Amul topical ads in the newspaper, which gives you the continuous visibility of the product in the newspaper, because whatever topic is going on, the current scenario is going on, they give one topical advertisement with the girl in the corner of the newspaper. So it has a continuous brand visibility on the media channel. Then when we say about the start or launch up, during the startup or launch of a new product, there is a heavy advertisement to build the awareness. For example, Jio during the telecom launch, या फिर कोई new startup आ रहा है, they start giving their advertisement in all types of media depending upon what kind of a product they have. If they have a product for the Gen Zs, so they will run the advertisement on the Instagram. So they continuously give the heavy advertisement just to create a awareness about their product. Then come to the promotional pulsing. Promotional pulsing refers to the extra advertisement during short term promotions. Okay, for example, Big Bazaar during the सबसे सस्ती 5 दिन की sale. Next one is a erratic irregular pulsing. It is basically making the best advantage of change in the market scenario, है ना, sudden opportunities which is coming up in the market and the companies are taking advantage of this. For example, if there is a shortfall, if there is a political factors which are affecting the supply of LPG, the household is not able to cook the food. So what happens? Prestige is a company who is manufacturing the electric gas chula. So what they do, they immediately shoot up, they immediately start running their advertisement on the inductions. Okay, so they know that the customer are in the best purchasing cycle, they are definitely going to buy the induction because there is a problem in supply of LPG. So this is known as a erratic or irregular, where the product manufacturing companies are taking the sudden change in the market condition and they are grabbing the opportunities and running the advertisement. And why they are doing, they are just capitalizing on the certain buzz. This is one of the this is give you the clear idea about the scheduling model for advertising campaign. This is continuously the entire year the brand is visible. Flighting, the advertisement is there, then there is a interval, then again the advertisement is run by the company. Pulsing is the advertisement is run by the company the entire year, and there is a sudden increase in the intensity of the advertisement, then again the brand is visible for the whole year, then again there is a increase in the advertisement according to the scenario which is change in the market, or some opportunity is coming, or if festival is coming, the advertisement is going to increase. Again there is a continuous visibility of the advertisement. So let's look at the summary. If we talk about the product type, uh, वी परचेसिंग साइकिल विल सी द एडवर्टाइजिंग स्ट्रेटेजी। तो प्रोडक्ट टाइप में अगर हम टूथपेस्ट की बात करते हैं तो शॉर्ट साइकिल कंटिन्यूस एडवर्टाइजिंग। अगर हम आइसक्रीम की बात करते हैं तो सीजनल साइकिल, तो वहाँ पर यू कैन द एडवर्टाइजर यूज द फ्लाइटिंग एडवर्टाइजिंग। अगर हम सॉफ्ट ड्रिंक्स की बात करते हैं तो फ्रीक्वेंट साइकिल है, और यहाँ पे पल्सिंग और कंटिन्यूस एडवर्टाइजिंग दोनों ही हो सकती हैं, क्योंकि फ्रीक्वेंट साइकिल सॉफ्ट ड्रिंक जो है वो फ्रीक्वेंट बाइंग होता है। इफ़ यू आर गोइंग समवेयर and you feel thirsty, you buy a soft drink and you drink it. If it is a summer, you buy soft drink and drink. So there is a frequent cycle जहाँ पे आप बहुत frequently product को खरीदते हैं।